All right. So rule number 6. This is a big one. The other rules have been leading up to these last 2 rules. Okay. Rule number 6. People are only moved by status. Okay. So every time somebody makes a decision, Steve Jobs knew this very, very, very well. Apple is not a technology company. Apple is a status company. That's all it is. You know, y'all are sitting around here with your little apples on your computers, because I got it too, and you're there because how long did it take you to learn how to use your Mac from your PC? Quite a while, right? It was a pain in the ass to make the transition if you weren't native to it. But your friends used to giggle at you and laugh at you because you had a PC. We used to do it in Mastermind. Our Mastermind group, remember that? Our Mastermind group, these chuckleheads, these 2 particularly, that are in the financial market, you can't trade on a Mac. So they'd have these big honking 25-pound PC things, and we'd all laugh at them. So now they're both on Macs, right?
Mine runs Windows.
Yeah, they run Windows. So they'll run the status. He understood this. So at the core of every decision we make is status. So I don't know if I have this later, but I want you to think about an equation. Every time somebody looks to buy something, looks at your proposal, watches your presentation, right? Even makes every decision you make, not even a buying decision, just every decision pretty much you make, period. What you decided to wear today, when you walked in the door, the kind of computer you got, the kind of car that you drive, the house that you live in, how well you dress your kids, where you went to school, what neighborhood you live in. It's all about status, 100%. So you make this mental equation in your brain, and here's what it says. Is the thing I'm considering doing going to elevate my status or reverse it? If the immediate is it's going to reverse it, then you just don't do it, right? Unless there's a really compelling reason or desire to do it. And the only compelling reason or desire you have is that it will elevate your status, right? The secret to her offer working, right? She has a tough offer on the upside. It's tough. The only way her offer works is if he has 0 risk of status reversal. Does that make sense? In other words, nothing to lose. I'm going to show you 4 French words that you can say to your wife that's going to make her sleep with you again. And here's the best thing that can happen. It only works on 40% of women, these 4 French words. And these 40% of women go wild and they're going to make love to you all night long. And if it don't work, she's not going to understand what you were talking about anyway, and you got nothing to risk. That offer would sell. All right, that offer would absolutely sell. Because the guy wants something, it's got a shot of working even though it sounds crazy, but he'll do it if there's no risk, right? And plus, he just wants to buy something. Everybody wants to buy something. It's hardwired in us. We want to spend money. It bottles up in us. How many times have y'all just went out and just, you might not want to say it, but just said, I just want to go out and spend some damn money. Makes me feel better. You know? People do it all the time. It just makes you feel better. It releases endorphins, and we'll talk about that in a few minutes. So, is this thing going to elevate my status, or is it going to reverse my status? If it's going to reverse my status, is that going to be temporary, and is the gain in status going to be higher? Okay? Like, I want to buy a Mercedes-Benz. Is that going to elevate my status? Well, the perception is absolutely, most of the time. But it costs $85,000. Is that going to reverse my status? Yeah, if I can't afford to put gas in it, it's going to reverse my status. So that's the equation that's made, but the reversal in status has very little to do with money.